All right, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Come on in, everybody. Let's talk about it. We'll get right to it, man. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and it really wasn't a whole lot of good coming out this game from the get go. But I'm gonna wait till a bunch of people come in, and we'll talk about this together. The link is gonna be in the chat. You guys could come on in and talk about it. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Here's my thoughts real quick before I start letting everybody in. Well, before I officially start letting everybody in. The link is in the chat though. Let me put it in there, make sure. And we'll get rolling here in a minute. So here's my thoughts off the top. What I think about the game, man, as you guys come in. The same way I said that we outcoached Michigan last week, I think that we got outcoached this week. And I understand the elements. I understand the rain. I understand first, and everybody comes in. I'm gonna ask everybody to turn their cameras off. There, and I do it. And I ask that for a reason because there are a lot of people that do some things. I saw on another. Well, I don't want to get into it, but people do all kinds of things. So I'm just gonna ask everybody to turn their cameras off. So, but here, real quick, we got outcoached. It's no other way to put it. At the end of the day, I don't think the season is over. We'll break down this game and talk about the specifics of this game. There was some crazy calls like why not take the points? Why not take the points on the fourth down when you have an opportunity when you're in field goal range? Why do the trick plays when you don't have to do the trick plays? I don't understand. I'm not even gonna blame Makai Lemon for that. I just feel like yes, it was a mistake of trying to throw that ball, but I think why run a trick play in these type of rain type of situations? To me, that makes absolutely no sense. So we'll get into this, man. We'll get into it together. At the end of the day, USC, they are one loss in the Big Ten Conference. And so we got to keep moving and grooving. It was raining. We saw holding calls on the kick return. We saw holding calls on Tanuk Hines. We saw a lot of things at the beginning of the game. But like I said earlier in the halftime, we were all warned that this was going to even happen at the beginning at a couple days ago when I had B Shaw and I had Jaywalk on here. So look, man, let's get into this, man. I'm gonna take the first caller. Let's go. Robert, how you doing?
Man, what up, Jake? You hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me? Do I sound okay?
Yeah, yeah, you sound good, brother.
Okay. What's the word?
Look, man, that's what it comes down to, bro. Coaching, just like you said, man.
That's what
Um,
we just got out coached, bro. I mean,
a-
it ain't no other way to put it, man.
like as long as Lincoln Riley is the coach at USC, man, it's just he's not an elite. He's not, in my opinion, he's not an elite coach.
I don't.
Like,
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna let you go ahead. I don't agree with that, but go ahead. I don't agree with that because I feel like just like with other games that we've seen them do some successful things. I feel like last week we saw a good Lincoln Riley. This week, I don't know what it was, bro. Like I don't know if it's the rain, all of the different things, and you couple that with some of the things that we saw, such as the holding and this all the mistakes. So you go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I think he just gets in his head and he just tries to be too cute. Like there was no point in trying to do that reverse to
I
Makai
agree.
Lemon when
I
we
agree
had
with
just
that.
got a 35 yard pass to, like, there was no need for that. And for him to completely abandon the run, I know they were stopping the run, but it's raining. You gotta do something. You can't just keep trying to run up the middle, and that's what he was trying to do. There was no pitches. There was no, like, he just kept trying to run up the middle, and then when we did score and we got the lead, our special teams didn't even like, they wrapped up, but
No,
they
well,
they didn't,
I don't
like,
know. Are you on Twitter at all?
nah,
Well, I got the plays on Twitter, man. I mean, I literally post this stuff in between plays, but it was clear holding on that kick return, bro. And in the first couple of touchdowns, I'm not saying all of them. The first couple of touchdowns, it was clear holding on Jadi Abasari, and then there was another holding. But at the end of the day, we still didn't hold contain, bro. So I get what you're saying. I understand it, and
I
I can't even. It's hard for me to try to defend it right now when we saw what we saw.
I don't really per se think the season is over because just like you said,
No, not even close.
we got one loss in the Big Ten,
Right.
but our next like Nebraska ain't no slouch. Oregon definitely ain't no slouch. Iowa ain't no slouch. Like these next games, man, we're gonna have to we can't lose another Big Ten game to be honest. Like I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm not trying to be emotional. I'm not trying to let the emotions get in the way of everything. I'm still trying to stay positive. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, man? And I mean, we took the L, bro. It is what it is. You're not gonna win every game. This is
Right.
college football. It's hard to win on the road. The
Yeah.
elements and
Yeah.
all, but at the end of the day, we got to give Notre Dame the props. They were the better team
I'm gonna give them
tonight.
their props, and we got out coach. I mean, I got it. Ain't no way, no other way for me to say it, bro. Except we simply got out coach, and I like what you said, and I'm gonna agree with this part. And I got to take another call. I think Lincoln Riley out thought himself, and you can't. The trick plays, even putting Makai Lemon in a situation to where he's gonna have to throw the ball. Why, bro? It's raining outside. Why would you put him in that situation when it's raining outside, man? It doesn't even make any sense.
Exactly. It makes zero sense, and I really feel I really feel bad for the kids, man. I feel bad for them because I know they wanted this win. This might this might be the last time we ever get to play Notre Dame. I just feel bad for the kids because they played their heart out, man, and I just got I mean it is what it is, man. We can't make no excuses, bro.
No,
Notre Dame beat
we're
us.
not gonna make no excuses. They beat us and they ran it. They kept running the same. Jeremiah Love and Price. They kept running those two dudes, and they kept running them down our throats. And like I said, for those who are just coming on, we got like 1,073 people in here. For those who are just coming on, yes, we had some clear mistakes. The referees were horrible. I agree with all that. But at the end of the day, we didn't really see any adjustments, and I did see where it looked like we went back to the two linebacker set. Like I thought we were gonna do the three linebacker set and load it up. I don't know. It just seemed like we started doing some weird things, but we're gonna pick it back up. We not. This is not the end of the day for USC football. We still got their back, regardless. Like I said, we
Yeah.
one loss in the Big Ten, and we're gonna continue to move and groove. Let me take
Well,
this other call though.
all right, Jay. Hey, appreciate you, man, and fight on, brother.
Hey, appreciate you. Fight on. If you guys bear with me, I got 1,140 people in here right now, and I'm gonna get to these calls. Uncle Boom,
Yo, 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 what's good? What's good?
what's good with you, family?
It's a bad loss tonight, man. It's a very bad loss.
Yeah,
it's not something that's not the type of loss you want to have hanging over your head going into the bye week. So just wasn't a good loss tonight. Lincoln Riley would got too cute on a few drives tonight.
made no
Um,
sense, bro. It just made no sense, bro.
Jada Mayava with a bad interception in the third quarter or the fourth
Yep.
quarter. That wasn't a good INT. I mean, no interceptions a bad, no interceptions a good interception at the end of the day. But Lincoln Riley, he can't be getting too cute, man. It just goes to show when USC is unbalanced and we have to rely on the run,
Yeah.
they have a harder time with running their offense. You
Yeah.
know, the 5 games that USC has won this year, they ran the ball more than they passed, and
Yep. Yep.
their offense was clicking on all cylinders. In the 2 games that they threw the ball more than they ran this year were both losses. So USC has to be able to figure it. They have to be able to figure it out. Notre Dame's defensive line bullied the offensive line tonight.
I think clearly, Elijah Page. I think they thought he was gonna go, but then you saw where they kind of announced that he didn't go, even though was he suited up? I think I saw
Yeah,
him suited. Yeah, yeah, he
yeah,
was suited up, but then
he
all
was
of a
suited
sudden,
up.
yeah, he
Yeah,
didn't go. So clearly, you kind of see the whole Elijah Page thing, man. Him not being out, like you really needed your best tackle in there.
yeah. You just got to tip your caps to Notre Dame, man. They pretty much snuffed out every single run. We didn't have the good runs that we've had the past, like throughout this entire season.
Right,
Uh,
right.
you know, defense has to get better. Regardless of the missed holding calls and all that stuff. There's something that ends up happening with Deonton Lynn. He just doesn't. He's not making the adjustments that I'm assuming he should make, or that we all assume that he should make.
The
You know,
weird thing about it, bro, is like the Michigan game. Okay, I don't know. It's almost like it took a loss at the Illinois for Illinois to come back and get these adjustments, and then it's like we kind of, I don't know. Maybe I can't say it's a road thing. I mean, I don't know what it is. I know some gonna kind of equate that with Lincoln as far as the road thing being with him, and that's until we get a win, they're gonna keep that name tag on them. Well, keep that label on them rather.
it's
As
what.
far, yeah,
Yeah, it's
they're
at
gonna
the end
keep
of the
that.
day.
Yep.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's deserved because I mean we haven't been able to get it done. You
Yeah,
know,
and here I am defending it, bro, and I can't like I can only defend it so much. And like tonight, clearly, when you make these mistakes in the play call and the trick plays in the rain, that kind of makes it difficult to defend.
yeah, and I would like to see. I would like to see Keyshawn Silver, Ja Jarrett, Kobe Pepe on some of these against some of these bigger teams with the offensive line. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
be able to get some bigger bodies up against these guys because the 4 down lineman is just not working against these teams with the bigger offensive linemen. So
yeah,
you
yeah,
know some things got to be looked at and some conversations need to be had with the coaching staff because we got a tough stretch coming up after the bye and going up against Nebraska and Iowa. These aren't games that we're gonna just be walking over these teams. So
yeah. Well,
uh,
I mean, I saw where Iowa lost against Minnesota. I think, the fact that Michigan beat not Iowa. Yeah,
Nebraska,
Nebraska
Nebraska,
beat. Yeah,
Nebraska.
Nebraska lost against Minnesota, but I think, yeah, we. I mean, look, everybody, don't panic. I think we're gonna be all
No,
right. But at the end of the day, we got to see number one. We got to see better play calling from our head ball coach, and
for sure.
that's the bottom line. Like you can't in rain have these type of, I don't know, man. The play caller was weird. It kind of reminded me of Washington last year. Being on the road. I don't know, but I'm gonna move these calls along, man, because there's
Yeah,
so many people come in. I got like almost 15, well, 1,400 or whatever people in here. So I'm
no,
I'm
you
a,
good, man. You
I'm
good,
gonna move
you
them.
good, big bro. Fight on, man. Fight
All right,
on.
fight on, fight on. LV Live, how you doing?
Yo, what's going on, Jay? How you doing, man? LB Live from the East Coast, man. How you feeling today, man?
Man, how you doing all the way from the East, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Listen, tough loss, man. Tough loss. This happens in college football, man.
Absolutely.
I think Lincoln is still a great coach, man. I don't want people out there.
Yeah, no, whoever. Look, I'm just not. I'm still gonna stick with it.
No,
I'm
right.
not even gonna come close to. I know a lot of people. They're gonna give it to them. They're gonna, and you could say rightfully so or justly so, but I'm not. I'm not ready to do that. I just saw flashes of Lincoln in the Michigan game that of greatness, and he just got to be that same. You got to be consistent with that.
No, I agree. I think it's really simple, Jay. I think it's real simple, and I know a lot of people are gonna have different views. Yo, man, look, you got to win on the road, man. That's just it. No one really cares about the holding.
Yeah,
That's how it is on the road. No one really cares about the weather. It's everybody. It's raining for everybody.
absolutely.
No one cares about the injuries. All the great coaches. You look at, of course, Pete Carroll, right? You know what I mean? And of course, Nick
Yep.
Saban, and of course, Dabo Sweeney. You look at Kirby Smart. They talk about the SEC. I have, I know there's SEC bias, but you know what them dudes do? They go on the road and win, man. That's what you got to do. You got to go.
You got to do it. And until you do that, you could change. You have the power to change the narrative, and it
Right.
starts with you got to help your players out. You got big time players. You got guys like Makai Lemon, and a lot of people go say, "Oh, well, he fumbled the ball and it's raining." He should have never even been running that play. That's where the
Right.
coaching part comes in.
Right, right, and so to me, I think that's where, like I said, I still think Lincoln's a great coach, but I just think I honestly think that today he's feeling the heat, Jay. You know what I'm saying? He's feeling the heat. He knows what this is. He knows where he's at. Once again, Jay,
Man.
this ain't Oklahoma, man. This is LA, man. So it's different.
It's different, yeah. Same way as the East Coast. I don't know where you at. It's same way as New York.
Jay, I'm in New York, man. I'm in New
Well,
York.
yeah, well, yeah. Hey, New York, LA, all that. It's like
it's the same thing,
yeah,
man. The
it's
press-
a grind. Yeah,
the pressure is real. So he's got to wear that jacket that yo, man, I just can't get it done on the road. And until he does that, then that's when people are going to take that jacket off and say, yo, man, you know what? Now your team has arrived. And
Right.
that's the only thing that's kind of stopping them, Jay. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Jay, let me get up out of here. I know you got a lot of calls. Keep
All
on
right,
doing what you're doing, brother. Great show, my man.
Hey, appreciate you, family. Fight on.
Absolutely, man. Fight on.
Let me get to this. Cardinal and B.
Hey, how you doing, USCJ? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'll be quick. Emotions are high. We're all gonna pretty much echo some of the same points.
Yeah.
The interception was big and the fumble was big. My main concern was more of the 3 4th down calls. Right, the first one.
Oh my God.
Not going for the points versus going for that. I think it was a 4th and 3. And then later on, we did a cute play to McCree. And then the 4th and inches, we had Brian Jackson in there. He just ran for 6 yards. Why not?
And we throw it?
Yeah.
I don't.
That play was one-dimensional. Once he rolls out and there's nobody open, there's nothing else. Why not trust Brian Jackson to get to get some inches, man?
Or quarterback sneak. Like what?
He's a big quarterback. Get that sneak in. So those 3 4th downs, that's when I really look at Riley going, man, I want to know the philosophy. And then here's the last thing I'm going to say. The trick call, why not call a trick call when Longstreet came in? Longstreet can throw. You give him a predictable running play with Longstreet, but he's the brother who can actually throw. So
man, I don't know. He overthought. I think he really overthought this game, man. And it showed. And and I just got to keep it real. The same way that I said that Lincoln and Deontay Lynn outcoached Michigan, we got outcoached this game. I mean, on both sides of the ball, like no real adjustments. And and I'm one that still loves our coach. And so I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not saying because I see the greatness in them, but you got to be consistent. And until you get the win on the road against a big time team, you're gonna continue to have that label on you. And USCJ can't take it off. I mean, I be trying, but I mean, it ain't. Hey.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's crazy.
Man. This is gonna be a tough one, man. It's gonna take a couple of days, but hey, I'm rocking with the team. You already know that. But
yeah.
Hey, man, there's just a couple of philosophies, man. Lincoln gonna have to really think about some things, man, just to see how he can get better, man. Because you can't get cute in the rain.
Nope, you can't. You can't.
So, all right, man, I'm out. I know you pack. Keep it going.
Hey, appreciate you, fam. All right. I'm sorry, I took myself out of this. L.A. Dan, are you there? I actually took myself. L.A. Dan, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Oh man. I just think the tackling needs to get better. I hope in the bye week they practice even with the holding, like that run back didn't need to happen unless I know why people are mad, man. Like I said, like it's been like we went from Clay Helton to Lincoln Riley, and we've basically been looking at bad defenses or that poor tackling defense for like 7, 8, 9, 11 years. People are just tired of it, so that's why they're probably frustrated. They ready to see USC defense getting through, on the road, running 300 yards, rushing on us. That's not acceptable. And then at the end, I felt like we call Lincoln Riley. I just call it what it is. I felt he called desperate calls. He was calling plays like a man who went to the crap table or a blackjack table with two grand and was down to the last 100 and trying to get it all back.
Exactly. I don't even.
That's what it felt like. He was.
I don't even know. I don't even understand the calls, man. I don't understand the calls. So I don't know. I don't even know what to say, bro. Like, it's hard for me to defend that part. I don't get it. Like, I know this team has talent, and you saw what Michigan did to Washington today. I don't think you go out there and beat Michigan unless you have the talent. But at the end of the day, um, you got to be consistent week after week after week when you play football. Football is a long season, and the great coaches and the great teams, they stay consistent with winning. You just don't have one good great win, and then just emotionally and mentally don't show up. So yeah, all that has to be a
Yeah,
part of it.
and I just think I feel like downtown Lynn was giving CJ Carr too much respect as a passer. He should have sold out a couple of times to stop those runs.
Well, he
I felt
only
like
had
he
like
was
100 something. You know,
yeah.
it was. I don't even think it was a CJ Carr issue, man. I think it was the running. I mean, this guy had what 200 some yards rushing. Like that's
Hmm.
unacceptable, man. I mean, at some point, yeah, like I said in the beginning, you got the holding calls and all that, but you got to still contain, and you got to stack the box, which we thought we knew that this was a great rushing team. Like these two running backs are some incredible running backs. We stopped the run last week. Yes, the other running back had only 10 carries, but at the end of the day, we did stack the box and stop the run. But today, man, it's like we totally went away from the game plan, and I do not understand it.
Right. And last question for you before I get out of here. I just have a question for you. Um, do you feel like Lincoln Riley doesn't really understand how big the rivalry is? Because when you see Notre Dame, everyone's hyped. It's like a whole week for them. It's like it's a big thing for them. It used to be like that for us, but I just feel like our teams don't come in with that same like this is
Yeah,
we hate them. I don't know. It just seems like Lincoln Riley doesn't really see how understand how big this Notre Dame game is. I don't
yeah,
get that intensity from him.
yeah, yeah. No, that's a, I don't even. You know, every game he got to be excited. You know, because at the end of the day, you can pay 10 million, 11, whatever you're making. You know, at the end of the day, you got to be excited. It's just not the Notre Dame game, man. It's just every game you have to be locked in, you have to be mentally prepared, and you have to be focused, and you have to be excited because you making a big time paycheck, you know. And so I'm just keeping it 100, and you just gotta be consistent with play calling all across the board in order to be successful in this big time. You know, a blue blood. We're talking about a blue blood program. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think he still can coach? Absolutely, but you got to be consistent.
Right.
So,
All right, man. Fight on. I'm out of here.
all right, fight on. Where is this cause at? Hey, when you guys leave out, take yourself out. Okay, all right, here we go. Where is the next one? Okay, Leon,
USCJ, what's happening, bro?
man, what's the word?
I'm a little pissed off, bro. I'm pissed off, man.
Absolutely.
Listen, I'm trying to see if people actually watch the damn game. Like, everybody talks about they want Lincoln Riley and Danton Lynn to run with the three linebackers. If y'all watch the game, they started the game with the three linebackers.
They
They
went
ran,
away from it though.
they
They
ran
went.
it, but if you watch the game, Jay, I'm sitting here rewatching the game now.
Uh
When they
huh.
were at three linebacker look, they started passing the ball.
Uh huh.
So I think that's why they might have got out of it later on. But listen, man, other than the fourth down calls and the that trick play, man. Oh my God, that trick play, man. I wanted to kick my TV off the wall, bro. That was I don't know what the hell he was thinking on that one. Maybe maybe,
It,
maybe they saw something in the tape that maybe they thought they could run that, but nah, that's not the time to run that play, man, at all. I Hey man,
Yeah, I mean, it's, and I like what he said. Like, just like Notre Dame sold out on the run and trusted their DBs. Why was the defensive game plan not focused on the, you know, man, it doesn't make any sense. Um, I don't know how Jeremiah Love gets over 200 yards rushing. Like, to me, my mind is not even because we understood. Now, I saw a lot of plays that there was some missed tackles and all that. Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot of missed tackles. I mean, I saw him running right through it. I saw some linebacker play. I saw when the linebacker play was switched, it looked a little different. But we gotta do. We just at the end of the day, man, accountability has to come into play, and we just gotta do better, man. Um, you know what I mean?
yeah. Listen, even with the yardage that he had got, the kick return killed us. The
Yeah.
we was in it to win it. So that kick return, we scored. We feeling good. The kick return, man. God. Oh.
Yeah. Now, those who didn't see it, I posted all this stuff on Twitter. I know you posted stuff. I retweeted it. The kick return was a holding. The beginning of the game, it was some critical holds, and so there was some things going on behind the scenes. Of course, it's Nick Hines. We talked about that, but at the end of the day, we knew that these things were going to come, and it's just like the execution on Notre Dame's part seemed far better than our execution. And if we just want to keep it 100, it was raining. I don't know. It just looked like it almost looked like our guys kind of didn't want to, in a sense. I don't want to say that, but anyway, yeah. I don't.
Somebody posted I was going back on Twitter to see if I could find it. Somebody posted the all 22 view of that kick return. There was like 4 holds. But listen,
I saw it.
I tried to save it. I tried to bookmark it and save it, but I couldn't. But listen, man, this is an out of conference game. I know we all wanted to win it. It's Notre Dame USC. We didn't get it. We had a bye week. We have a bye week next week.
Yeah,
right?
we have a bye week. Yeah, we have a bye week. We had another bye week when we lost against Illinois, and we came back looking incredibly fresh.
Yeah.
The hope is we do that.
We need to tighten up in Nebraska and Oregon. Man, listen. The guys just got to get it together. Coaching staff, the players, everybody just got to get it together. And, in 2 weeks, we got to make a run.
Absolutely. And one thing I can say is Notre Dame, it's no way they could lose this game and still think they were going to be in anything. We still have opportunities, but which team is going to show up? That's the thing. When you're talking about coaching, and what my concern is, it's like which team is going to show up, bro. And I just like the Michigan team. We just saw a different team. Like that's the part
Jay.
I'm in question about right now.
Hey Jay, I posted something on Twitter. I forget what play it was. I saw it and I posted. I said, "Oh, now we know why Vegas made this a 10-point point spread because it's Notre Dame, it's NBC, But listen, man, it's a game we lost. We just got to come back stronger, keep fighting. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Third.
All right, man.
Real quick, USCJ. Listen, you got like 1,500 people in the chat. Y'all need to like the video, man. Like
Absolutely. You guys need to make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. We here all the time, darn it, 7 days a week. Hey, but I appreciate you. I'm gonna take some more of these calls though.
All right, man.
All right, fam, fight on. Let's see if I get this. Jay.
Yo, what up, man?
What's up with you, big dog?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm hurt by this one. I'm hurt by this one, man.
Man.
But I'm always. We still got it though. I think we still got a chance though, man. We just gotta lock in. We still got a chance. A lot of ball left to be played. It just some of the. We didn't play real good complimentary football, man. Like it was times where the defense did get a stop, and we didn't do nothing on offense. It happened like 3 possessions. Like we got like,
you're right. And vice versa. And vice versa.
Like Love was gonna get his. I felt like that. Maybe not 200, but I knew he was gonna get his. But man, I think it was like 3 straight drives, Jay. We didn't get nothing. It was punt in the first quarter. So the defense did make stop, and those were the times I'm like, okay, let's get it. But we didn't make it. We just gave them more opportunities to just find a way to do it. But I think they made stops. But it's like they'll make a stop, we don't score. We'll score, they don't make a stop. It's just like, man, I don't know.
It's crazy, bro. It really is. It's crazy, bro. And at the end of the day, it's gonna be up to the coaches, man, to really instill this discipline, man, to be able to be consistent. If I had one word for this team right now, I would say we got to be consistent, or else it won't look good. I mean, it is what it is. We got to be consistent. Like we can't, like nobody can make us be consistent, but the coaching staff and the players on the team. So, is the talent there? Absolutely. We got big time talent, but is the consistency there? Not right now. So
No, we gotta be more consistent, man. That's just what it is. We gotta pay real and I've seen us do it. We just did it last week. I
yep.
understand, like we just did it, and you seen what Michigan did to Washington. So it's like, man, you just don't come on, man. Like, how all of a sudden now you don't know how to
Well,
stop a run?
it go back to last. It go back to last year, bro. We lost 6 times, bro. At the end of the game, I mean, it's the same thing. Like when the discipline is not there and the consistency is not there, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. So,
Right,
hey, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna take some more of these calls though, fam.
all right, man. I holler.
All right,
Fight
fam.
on.
Fight on. Ben, how you doing? Is this Ben? No, fight. Let's see. Who is this? Let's see. Ben, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you, brother?
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, so I had just two things that I wanted to say. Number one was, running the ball. Even when we ran the ball and we got, a few yards here and there, like 4 or 5 yards, right? I think we should have stayed running the ball under those conditions, right?
Yeah.
Number one, you saw how the wide receivers were faring with the catching. You know what I mean? The wet conditions and everything. I think that would have helped, right? Keep the defensive line a little more on the field and start wearing them out. I took a look at some of the plays that Texas A&M and Miami ran, and they had some moderate success doing that, right?
Right.
And
Right.
so that's number one. Number two, and just wanting your honest opinion. I like Lincoln Riley. I think he is a great coach, but do you think it might be time to have someone else in his ear, like getting an offensive coordinator, right?
I,
To
I, I said that earlier. Well, see, here's the crazy thing, and we saw in the Penn State game, we saw in the Penn State game last year, and there was a couple of other different games, and then we saw in the Michigan game. Like it's like a light bulb comes on. He's like this incredible caller. Now I don't know if it's because it's an at home thing or what, and that's the Lincoln Riley that we want. But then all of a sudden we get to this road game, and it's like the play calling just gets weird. So I don't even know how to make it up or explain it.
yeah,
I think
you
he's a
know,
great coach.
and same. I think he's a great coach, but I think sometimes having an offensive coordinator kind of alleviates that issue because number one, it frees Lincoln Riley up to really focus and on the play calling and seeing firsthand what works, what isn't, right, and really hone in on that. But having an extra ear, right? You know, not an extra ear, but having an extra person in his ear really saying, "Hey, I think this might work under these conditions. These might not," would have prevented a lot of the mistakes that we saw tonight.
Yeah, bro. You know what, bro? AK, hold on for one second. No lie, bro. This got this got to be like one of the dumbest comments I ever seen in my life. Are you serious? Are you really serious? You'll take him over Deshaun Fox? Come on, bro. Don't. All right. But anyway, all right, man. Hey, I appreciate you, Ben. You see, everybody unravels and they just start making irrational decisions, man. Once we
Yeah,
lose, man, they fall apart, and then when everybody wins, they come back, and it's like, man, you got to have a level head at some point. But Ben, I
right.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro. Fight on.
All right, fight on. All right, fight on. How you doing?
What's up, USCJ? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Hey, I just got one thing to say. Well, we got dominated on both sides of the ball today, offensive
Absolutely.
and defensive line. But not only that, do you have a reason why Jared is not playing in these short yard situations?
Man, so many people been asking me that. I don't know why Jared's not playing. I don't think I've seen Keyshawn Silver a lot. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the coaching. One thing about it, they're the coaches. They know the personnel that they want in there, and I doubt that they're hurt. We didn't hear anything about nobody being hurt. So I mean, I don't know.
Hmm.
But we got
Yeah.
dominated on both sides of the ball. I don't know what to say. And then we got our coach from a play calling perspective, from a defensive play calling perspective, and from an offensive play call. Bro, hold on. What are you talking about? I mean, are you not listening to what I'm saying right now? What excuses am I making?
Man,
You
just let them talk. You
no,
just gotta let them talk, man.
obviously you don't know. You're not listening right now. So yeah, bro. We just got dominated, man. It is what it is. But I'm
I
still
would like
riding.
to see
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
just the last thought. I would like to see Jakeem Stewart a lot more on these interior linemen. Play a lot more than he's playing. I feel like he dominates when he's in there and he's physical. I just like to see him play a little bit more. He's a 5-star for a reason. He reclassified. He was the number
Yeah.
one recruit in
I thought
26.
that's what they were gonna do when their starting center was out. I thought they were gonna put him in there, slide him in there, and really let him just shoot in there because I mean the fact that they got their but you couldn't tell that their starting center was gone and you couldn't tell that
Hmm.
their starting defensive tackle was gone. That's what's crazy. So but I think man, hey, we got a lot shaking and baking and hey listen, everybody that comes on, I need everybody because of certain situations to turn their cameras off because I don't want any, there are other podcasts where guys didn't have the camera on, they were doing all kind of weird stuff. I don't even want that on here. So, I appreciate it if you do. Hey, but fight on. Anything else you want to hear?
No, we just can't give up 308 yards rushing.
All right.
That's unacceptable. So,
No, I agree, bro. It's unacceptable. No excuses for it. But I appreciate you, fam.
yes, sir. Fight on.
I fight on. All right, let's the next one. Next one. Hugo,
Hey, what's up, big dog?
man, how you doing?
Man, got in the crib, man. I was watching the game at the Hunter's house, man. But hey, so man, we got to take it on the chin, bro. Man, we could put this fault on everybody, bro. The special teams hurt us today.
Yeah, yeah.
Defense. But hey, with the trick play with Lincoln Riley, man, that's one of those deals where if it would have worked, he'd be a genius, and if it don't work, then that's how you see how people feel about it, brother.
But but
Um,
but the thing about it though is yeah, I feel you on that. Everybody would be praising them, but at the end of the day, you it's raining outside. You can't make
yeah,
that. You can't do that. And then you put Makai Lemon in a bad situation. Um, I
I
mean
feel like I think Lincoln was like everybody they was so focused on Makai Lemon. Then if Makai Lemon had that ball, he would have sucked everybody in, and that would have been like somebody would have been open downfield with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they were so focused on Makai, so he was trying to use him as a decoy. You know, But this is what I do want to say, man. I ain't gonna make no excuses. I don't know what people be talking about. You ain't making no excuses. We calling it how it is, man. Look. We still got the season in front of us, man. Everybody's taking L's this year. You see,
yeah
Miami
yeah.
just took one, right? Everybody's gonna end up with 2 losses, maybe even 3. Something, you're gonna have your top guys. They're gonna have just one or whatever, man. But we still got the season in front of us, man. We still
Hey,
got we just gotta
look
get healthy. We
yeah
got to get healthy. Get a
you
lot
know
of
I know that, but the fan base is ready to they ready to they just ready to go in shambles right now and just go.
yeah,
Listen. I'm not even you know me. I'm not even about to go that route. I feel like we're gonna pick back up, but it's like what I want to see though. I want to see consistency. Like you got to have
yeah,
consistency all across the board, and if you don't have that. From a coaching standpoint, and at the end of the day, the players got to be held accountable too. Because I saw a
yeah,
lot of players missing tackles. Like you can't. I mean, I've seen players hesitate at some point. Like one guy was attempting to make a tackle, another player was there. It was almost as if like he was assuming that the tackle was going to be made. Then the tackle wasn't made. Then you had an opportunity and you stood there. And you can't assume anything. You just gotta go after it, man. So look, we got NILs almost like the NFL. You get paid this money, you wanna
yeah.
make it happen. It is what it is. This football. This big boy football.
At the end of the day, too, I feel like, man, you can see the injuries, man, for our squad. We gotta get our guys back. We need Elijah Page back because when you got Elijah Page and I can't remember the guy who's playing left tackle for us now, but when you got both you shoot them over to the guard, you got both that whole left side of when they was both playing together. man, it was hard to stop that left side, bro. We got it. I
Yep.
mean, we should have known off the bat. I know we wasn't really trying to say nothing because we was hyped up with King, but man, losing 2 running backs like that was not going to be easy to overcome, bro.
No,
You know
you're
what I'm
right.
saying?
You're right.
So
You're right.
so so we just got to hold it down till we get at least one of that running back, right? I think until we hit that Oregon game, I think we'll be all right until then, brother. We got a bye coming up, regroup, right? Get Bukard back, get Elijah Page back, and everything gonna be just fine, man. This 12-0 is out the window for everybody, man. Texas Tech just went down. So we
Hey,
be
man.
just fine.
Hey,
And for all those folks out there that's saying, "Oh, we need to fire our coach and this and that," go look at what's going on with Penn State. See what that coaching search is going like. We gonna be all right, man. We getting closer, man. Trust me, we getting closer. I still see a different squad, bro, than what it was before. So, folks,
they're
be
different
patient.
because they're different because we didn't beat Michigan the way we beat them last year. So this year. So yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, Lincoln's gonna have to change that narrative about winning on the road. Like
Yeah,
I can try to defend that a lot, but until he actually does that from a coaching standpoint, um, hey, he's gonna still have that tag, that name tag on him, and it's nothing USCJ could do about it. As much as I would want to, because I believe in him, and I could believe in somebody as much as I want to, but if they don't produce, hey, you
but
know what? You
but
get what I'm
Jay,
saying?
you could go through the whole college landscape, and everybody got a tag. Ohio State got a tag right now. His coach talking about they can't beat Michigan. I know they other than that they doing good, but everybody
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
flaws.
yeah. Some coach, and to me, I actually thought, and I'm not gonna get into that, but Penn State. I mean, the fact that he went to the playoffs last year and then they fired him
That's
bro.
crazy.
I don't even. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I'm gonna holler at you, bro. I gotta take these calls. All
Spot
right,
on.
hey, fight on. All right, let's see. Let me add this dude to the stage real quick. Okay, Chunga.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
How you
Hey, I just
doing?
had a. Oh, dude, I'm doing. Well, I kind of expected this to be honest. When it came to it, we've had a lot of trouble with when we need to plug the gap with our defensive tackles. Keyshawn actually did play a lot this game. He played like 30 snaps. Um,
I guess it was so we were getting so pushed off the ball. I
no,
couldn't
it
even.
didn't.
I
Yeah,
didn't even. It was just
it didn't
yeah,
matter who was in there. Like our
yeah.
defensive tackles right now aren't taking up 2 blocks. They're getting hat on a hat. And that's basically what happened with Illinois as well. I will say, especially when we do go on a road, it does seem like our defensive line, for some reason, it's just different with them. It seems like a strength thing because they're getting. I literally saw somebody on skates is when it started raining. Like they got pushed back and their feet were just in the ground and they were just getting pushed back. So I don't know if they got to get different cleats out there or something when it started raining, but. This is the first game where the offensive line I thought was the main
This is the
culprit.
rough.
So
This is the roughest game. This is their roughest game,
yeah,
hands
so
down. Yeah,
and obviously Page will help with that because Tobias is a great offensive lineman, but he needs to be at guard because we need Page's athleticism when it comes to these pulls. Every time we pulled GT counter, it was either at the line of scrimmage or we got a negative run. When we were just running straight duo or just straight inside zone, you still get 3-4 yards. That's all we really
right,
need
right.
when it comes to this kind of offense. But you saw, like, obviously when we were down 10, everybody's like, oh, why ain't we running the ball? It's because you're down 10. Like, and this team is running the dang ball. Like,
Yeah.
you got to score fast and you got to get the ball back. But to be honest, without that kick return, we only lost by 3 in my eyes. That kick return should have never been called for a touchdown. So I only see this as like a 3-point
Yeah,
loss.
yeah. I know. I don't know how long you've been here, but
The whole time.
and okay, well, yeah. I got this stuff all on Twitter, especially
Yeah.
with the kick return and then some of those other runs.
Yeah,
It was
the
some
runs
clear. It
too.
was some clear holding. The refereeing was absolutely horrible, but that doesn't excuse some of the other stuff
Yeah,
that we
I
got to
did
be
like.
consistent with.
I did like how eventually like we started drawing penalties of our own, so that was good. So I wasn't too worried about the refs too much in this one, but I did expect us to lose.
Absolutely.
To be honestly, I didn't think we were going to win this
Oh,
game.
I thought we were gonna win the game.
Nah.
I honestly thought we were gonna win the game.
Nah, you're not going to win on Notre Dame when all the money's coming in for USC for Vegas. You're just not going to win that one.
Well, yeah. Well, you going back to you kind of referring back to what my guy J Walk was talking about because he's played at Notre Dame. Him and B. Shaw, they both. Man, it's just it's
I mean,
tough,
if you
man.
think about it, really, they got like at least 14 points, and like there's clear. I saw one where now granted we did get a negative play, but literally the lineman let Crawford like straight through, and then he literally just like did like a belly flop on top of him. Like I can't even explain like how that wasn't even a penalty. But granted, homeboy threw a pick to us right after, so it didn't matter.
Right,
But,
right.
I will say though, for everybody here, like when we have when we play Nebraska, when we play Iowa, when we play UCLA, I do see our defensive tackles being able to actually hold to the point of attack. This is it's not going to be a Joe Moore award line, but that left guard is the reason why that center looks so good. That left guard on Notre Dame, that guy is ridiculous. He was literally moving people out of two gaps.
Yeah, he was.
Gaps.
He was. That hole was just incredible.
Because I mean, we can do all the especially with D'Anton. Like I don't know how D'Anton's supposed to do that. Like, bro, I need you to hold your gap, and you're getting pushed two gaps out. That's not coaching, in my opinion. That's just dudes just not doing what they're supposed to, or they're just not strong enough to hold their own ground.
Well, some of the plays, like I said, I literally saw one the going to the left side of the ball. Literally pulled adversary down, Jadi adversary.
Oh yeah, no.
Pull him down, man. That first run with Jeremiah Love going up the left, that off tackle, man, that was a clear. But they totally missed it. The refereeing was horrible, bro. I mean, it was.
I would say on the line at least they weren't like throwing a whole bunch of flags unless it was necessary on offensive line. Now, obviously, when the ball was in the air, they did. I felt like they did a good job of like actually calling like on the ball stuff good because obviously we had like 12 penalties and like half of them were like defensive pass interference because they were actually calling that. So I was happy about that. The only thing with us is just like for some reason we're not teaching our dudes to hold as well. Like if they're holding, we should hold. Like teach the kids to hold because
it's just the same thing. Like I mean. I hate to say it like this. Somebody punch them back. But I'm not, this football, so, it is what it is. Anyway,
no.
I'm going to take some of these other calls, man.
See ya.
Hey, appreciate you. Let's see here. Let me get these. Sean. Hey, Sean,
what's
there?
up, man?
How you doing?
I can't hear you. Hold on. Oh, I can't hear him.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
I can hear you. Just go ahead and talk. I can hear you. Just go ahead and talk. Sean, you can make your point. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Sean. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. It's okay.
But you can go ahead and talk. I can hear you. Go ahead. All right, you come back, man. Christian, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's the word? Man, I thought you was on vacation, man.
Nah, not vacation. My mother-in-law had got married, but I had the game on my phone and Bluetooth in.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Man, and a lot of people probably gonna disagree with me, but it's cool. We can all agree to disagree, man. But the first thing is that I seen in the game is, and people do need to realize is that this game was lost in the trenches, man, on both sides of the ball. As an offensive play caller, when the team can stop your run and pressure your quarterback with just 4 and drop everybody in coverage, that's a hard game to call, right? That's because normally you want to run them out of them, make them load people to the box. Notre Dame did not have to do like Michigan had to do. Michigan had to blitz, which opened up a whole lot of screens and other one-on-one stuff for us to get the ball out of here fast. Notre Dame just rushed forward and dropped everybody back, and their front four dominated the offensive line in the pass game and the run game, and Maiva couldn't even get through his progressions. Defensively wise, when you can't do that, when you can't get pressure with four, and even when you put bodies in the box and you're in a 4-3, and the offensive line is just winning in the trenches, it's even hard to call defense for that because it's it all starts up front. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
makes your job as a defensive play caller and as an offensive play caller that much hard. But this is where everyone's probably gonna disagree with me. The 4th-and-1 call, I didn't like it. That's the call I didn't like. The tight end pass. I think we should just link Maya over. That 4th and 3rd going to the tight end in the first half when we had just tried it to Richardson on the left side and we came back with the same plan. I didn't like that call. I thought we should have took the points. Now, the trick play to Makai Lemon. The reason I don't have an issue with that play is, again, when you're getting beat up front, with your offensive line, and they're putting so much attention on Makai Lemon, and Riley has been aggressive all year and running trick plays. The
But not,
idea was
but Christian,
what
it was down
does
on
that,
it was down on the
I
30
get
or
it.
20. It was. I mean,
I
we
get
we,
it.
we can't
But
do
this is
that.
but this
Yeah.
is this is two reasons why I didn't have a problem with that call. One, the ball was in the hand of your best offensive player, the best wide receiver in the country, and so you have an expectation, understanding that this is my best offensive player. That he's not going to sit back there for 3 and 2 seconds. That if it's not there, he's going to throw it away or at least run out of bounds or do something. He had that opportunity. As the best offensive player, the best wide receiver in the country, he should know to throw that ball away or to go down or run out of bounds. He had a whole lot of time. He wasn't immediately hit. Uh, Again, players must make plays. We have another wide receiver that we can say that's the best wide receiver in the country. You have to make that touchdown catch.
No, no, now, hold on, hey, hold on, Chris. I agree with you because that play and it was two catches. I know that and I know you referring to. It literally bounced off his face mask, and then the other one in the end zone. That was a touchdown. Like I don't even know what the commentator was saying about that throw was behind. Like it literally bounced off his chest.
Yeah, and and
Yeah,
and uh, and so the first reason I didn't have a problem with that trick play call, even though it was raining, because it was in your best offensive player hand, and you trust he's ran this play multiple times that he's gonna throw it away or not sit back there and do what happened, and it just happened. The second reason is because last year in the rain against UCLA, we ran the same play, and he threw that bomb to Kyrie Hudson, which gave us the game-winning touchdown on the next play. And so
yeah.
we've seen him run that play in these elements. We've seen him run it to effectiveness, right? And how effective it is. Today the ball just didn't go into our hand. Like he had opportunity to throw away, he had opportunity to run out of bounds or go down, and he just lost the ball. But those fourth down plays, I I don't I don't like those calls. But again, when I see trick plays like that, that's because as an offense, you're trying to get something because that defensive front with just a 4-man rush dominate our offensive line. Defensively, I seen from our defense what I expected, and the defense made enough plays and gave us enough stops to win the game, even though they gave up all those yards. I kind of expected that. As you know, I always speak about our insufficiency around stopping the run. But what I didn't expect was the offensive line to come out and not play well. But this is what everyone has to remember, and I've been saying this since the beginning of the year. It is unrealistic to expect your offense to be able to play at a high level every game for 10 games. One day they're going to have a bad game, and one day they're going to
I
be
agree.
off.
I agree with
And
that. And
norm
then Elijah
and
Page wasn't in there either.
yeah, and normally when teams do that, they have a dominant defense, which can help, that bails them out. But we're in a situation right now where our offense has to play at a high level every game, and we had the worst offensive game of the year. It just
Yeah,
so happened it
yeah.
had to be this one. We've been on a high level for what 6, 7 weeks. Sometimes offense is going to have a bad game, but for me, it started all up front on the offense and defensive line where this game was lost.
All right. Hey, well, Chris, I'm gonna take some other calls, but one thing, I agree with most of everything you said except Makai Lemon. I think you scheme him. Your best receiver. You get him out in open space and you get him to not when it's raining, bro. In a trick play. That's respectfully, I disagree.
But
And
we did it against UCLA. We did it against UCLA in the rain last year, and he hit big on it. The same
I,
play.
but what I'm saying is, this is Notre Dame. We on a 30-yard line and it's raining, and you just can't do that, bro. Like you cannot, not when you already made some crazy calls on an opportunity when we could have took points. Like we can't
I feel you.
we can't
I feel what you're
miss
saying.
point. We can't miss points, bro. Like we at Notre Dame, we already know it's a tight game. You know what I mean? Like we gotta take the points, and we can't put Makai Lemon in no crazy position. But I respectfully disagree. You still my boy. I got love for you. You know I love you. I appreciate you.
Already. We ain't got to agree every time.
Yeah, no. But anyway, I'm gonna take these other calls. I appreciate you, fam.
All right.
All right, fight on. Marcos, what's up? Marcos, you there? Marcos, I don't know where you at. I'm trying to get you, partner, but I don't know where you at. I guess he gone. Marcus,
What's going on, Maria?
what's going on, fam?
Hey, man. So just real quick, I'll say so exactly what Christian said. I understand the reason why he did that trick play, and I don't agree with any of the fourth down calls at all.
Yeah,
But a couple of things too as well. Um, those penalties that should have been called allowed them to get into a rhythm and to keep us out of a rhythm. And that's big on the road because
yeah,
we don't have no rhythm. So it was like the things that should have been called wasn't called. So it kept Notre Dame in a rhythm. And
yeah,
it kept Jeremiah Love getting all them yards and
yeah,
that
yeah.
touchdown, up to as well. But I also look at it this way. And this is,
Come back
you can
in, come back
call.
in.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
So
no, no,
you
no,
can
no,
also
no. I just
call,
suck.
conspiracy theorists. But the point in Vegas was 10.5.
And they did it. And to that one caller, man, I really, you really saw the Vegas action in play in the beginning of
Yes.
the game. It was crazy, bro. It was absolutely crazy. Like they continue to make these crazy calls, man, and non-calls, especially with the Tanuk Hines and some of the other holding. But at the end of the day, we still, as a staff, as a unit, have an opportunity to go out there and do it, and we didn't get it done.
Right, right. And see, but listen, if like we all said, if Notre Dame would have lost that game, they would have been completely out of the playoffs. And they're an independent blue blood team. They were not going to let that happen at all.
No, I feel you. And people who know who bet, people know. And see the thing about a lot of people, they look at all this stuff, all the stuff that's taking place. But at the end of the day, that stuff wears down on you as a team. But I'm not here
Right,
to make excuses because I mean,
right,
everybody's gonna see the win and the losses.
right,
That's all they gonna see, and that's all.
right,
Especially USC fans, they don't care about nothing but the wins and the losses. If you lose, they jumping off ship
right.
completely. That's
No,
just
no,
that's just the
no,
USC
not
fans.
me. Not
Well, I'm
me.
saying a lot of them. I've noticed it, bro. Let me tell you how crazy this is. I look at my analytics and stuff, right? When we lose, I lose subscribers. When we win, I gain subscribers. Man, I say, what kind of fan? I don't tell you guys about it, but I say, what kind of
Right.
fan base is this? I
No,
said,
man.
but hey, it is what it is. I
Right till the
expect it
wheels
because
fall off.
yeah, I ride to the wheels fall off because
And see,
I follow it, I see it, I know it, and so it's like, hey, I'm expecting some of the fan base to jump off ship because
right,
that's the way it is. But me, I'm still gonna continue to ride regardless. At the end of the day, like
right,
I see the good side of Lincoln Riley, such as the Michigan game and even Deontay Land. But then you got some, like we see today. I see
right,
this part that's just lost in the sauce. We can't
right.
explain it. It
No,
is what it
no,
is.
no. And see, and here's the last two things. The first one, I thought he should have went with a 5-2 in the second half. Have 5 down linemen and have two linebackers, and then what I'm saying, had our what we were playing. And I
Yeah,
think also putting Kamari Ramsey back at nickel, which I understand we needed him there. It hurt us. You
Yep.
know, not having him, just back at safety. So I mean, it is what it is.
Yep.
Take
Yep.
it on the chin, and
Yep.
you move on.
Yep. But all right, fam. I appreciate you. I'm gonna take some more of these calls real quick.
All right, fam, stay up.
I gotta go to church tomorrow. I gotta pray, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
me
stress me
too.
out. The,
Me
the
too.
team stress.
Me
Everybody
too.
stress me out.
Me
Everybody.
too.
My computer stressing me out. My earphones stressing me out. Everything
I'll be at
stressing me out
church
right now.
tomorrow too, as well,
It's
man. So I
crazy. I'm praying.
understand.
Hey, I'm praying for everything. My sunglasses, my earphones. I'm praying for my head. Everything. All right, fam. Fight on. Let's see. C's. Oh, is this Marcos? Marcos, what's
Yes,
up? What's up,
yes,
fam?
sir. What's going on, my man?
What's going on? I'm gonna
All
try to
right,
get to
all
these
right, all
last
right,
few calls and I'm out of here.
all right. I'll make it quick, man. I'll just give you my feedback here, man. So, look, man, I'm not gonna put this on the refs or Notre Dame holding or anything along those lines because I think the way
Okay,
Notre
okay,
Dame plays,
real quick. Did you see those things?
1,000%. But I think that's physicality, and I think that's their mindset. And so like again, notice how they lined up right across from us, man on man. We line
Hmm.
up 10 yards back. It's a mindset, and so we didn't get out schemed today, man. Honestly, we got out schemed in the offseason because it's about the way we prepare. So again, I said this
Nah.
earlier in the year, and I'll
Okay,
say it
go
again.
ahead. Go ahead.
Nick Saban said it himself. You can't prepare physicality defensively when you're playing against finesse offenses in the offseason. It's just fundamental football, bro. And so, like, here's the thing, man.
Okay. Here, hold on, because we got to walk this thing out together.
Yeah,
How do you explain the physicality of Michigan when everybody said that we're gonna be out physical? Explain that to me.
Michigan's not a benchmark to me. I
Well,
don't think Michigan's that great of a
wait.
team.
Hold on for a second. Michigan beat Alabama last year, didn't they? Michigan beat
That's
Ohio State last year.
uh.
I'm not saying that they're a benchmark, but what I am saying is they're a physical team that just won a national
So
championship just
okay,
2 years ago. Come on,
I
bro,
got you.
Marco. If we're gonna have a
Well, they won
conversation, bro, can we have a real conversation, bro?
one
Like
thousand percent. So I'm gonna answer that.
I'm not about to do this. You're not about to make up the narrative, Marco. You can't do that. Like you can't
I
just
won't.
take me. Okay,
I won't.
let's
But let's speak
go
facts.
then.
Number
All right,
one, Michigan won the national championship with Jim Harbaugh, and if you forgot what Jim Harbaugh did to us when he was here, somebody wasn't watching football. Those are
what
facts. He's a physical.
what
So
what?
no, let me finish. Let
Are
me
you
get
talking
this
about
off.
Stanford? I'm not talking about Stanford. We
But
not even talking
Michigan
about
won the
Stanford.
championship with Jim
Okay,
Harbaugh. Is what
if
I'm
you're gonna
trying to
talk
tell
about
you.
Jim Harbaugh, it took him 7 years to do that. In my law, is that the truth?
Jim Harbaugh
Did
was
it?
a good coach before
Hold on,
7 years.
Marco.
He was a good coach at
Let's get with the
Stanford.
fact. Marco, did it take 7 years? I'm not talking about Stanford. I'm talking about Michigan. Did it take Jim Harbaugh 7 years to get a national championship at Michigan? Did they not want to fire Jim Harbaugh the first 4 years?
Okay, let me answer that for you.
No, not Marco. I need you to answer
I
that,
can't
bro.
give you
Let's.
yes or no answer because you're pigeonholing me to an answer. But let me give you the facts. Jim Harbaugh turned Michigan around almost instantly. Did they win the championship in 2 or 3 years? No. But were they a physical team? Did they have the physical identity 2 or 3 years in? Absolutely. Don't take that away from them. They were balling out 2 or 3 years in. That's a
Marco,
fact.
did it take
I
him
know
seven?
football fundamentals.
Did it take him
That's a
seven
fact.
years? Did it take him 7 years? What I'm asking you.
Yeah, but his trajectory was upwards instantly. Is what I'm trying to tell
So
you.
my thing is, they wanted to fire Jim Harbaugh, Marcos.
Look at his record at
Man,
Michigan.
no,
He was an upward
okay.
trajectory straight up.
Holler back when you want to keep it 100. If you want to keep it 100, I
No,
can't talk. I'll holler. Peace. I ain't got time for this. C's, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, Jay? I appreciate you getting me on here. I just got something quick. I know you got to be in church in the morning, so do I. Hey, but I agree with some of the people. Marcos, I don't agree with him, but I agree with some of the other folks what they were saying.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
and to keep it real, USC, this is what I'm gonna say right here. Like, I love this team, and we're a very young team. People are starting to realize that, and I get the whole you're paying Lincoln Riley all this money. I get all that. The thing is, though, is what I'm gonna have to say is that we're just not there yet. Like in my opinion, like Notre Dame has built this team for a while now, and I'm not saying we're not any better, but we're basically, and I'm gonna say that. I know it's Lincoln Riley's year 4, but I'm saying year 2, year 3, we're building this team up still because these guys are young. You know these guys, Jay. You saw them come out of high school. These Cameron Crawford, second year, barely. We got running back, walk on. Kamar Ramsey's the oldest one on defense, along with Eric Gentry and them. Like the next year squad coming on with this squad, you know what I mean? We're just, it hurts to say, but I just don't think that we're there yet. These teams have been building for years. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to knock our team, and I think we're going to be there, especially next year. But putting this on all systematics, I don't like that call with that trickery going on. When we just
Man,
got all those
I'm
yards.
hey,
You know
same
what I
here,
mean?
same here.
And I'm with you. Like we shouldn't have put Mekhi Lemon in that position. I get the other guy saying like he's our best player, put the ball in his hands. But at the end of the day, he's also not a quarterback. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna say
And
like
it's raining, and it's raining.
it's in South Bend. We know crazy stuff happens in South Bend all the time. That's just the way football is. And I'm with you though. I'm not putting our guys down. I love our guys, but I just don't know if we're there yet. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I agree. Well, I'm gonna say this. I think that comes back from the coaching standpoint. I just I don't see the consistency with the coaching. Like what we saw last week at Michigan, I just don't understand how we come out here and see something totally different from all fronts. Yes, we lost our our two running backs. Yes, we lost some other players in the offensive line, but a lot of people losing a lot of players. Notre Dame didn't have their
Yeah.
defensive tackle in. They didn't have their offensive lineman in. So at the end of the day, everybody's hurting right now, and you have to scheme schematically. You have to do things correctly in order to be successful. That we hired. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, and to your point, like great teams are defined by the depth that they have as well. You know what I mean? We went down two linebackers and we still produced two great running backs today. Unfortunately, like going back to one of the other callers' points, the O-line wasn't able to hold it down today. Great teams also don't have bad games. And like I'm saying, I just don't know if we're there yet. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because if
right,
we
right.
really were, our low wouldn't have been this low. And then that debt, it didn't. I can't blame it on the O-line players not being good enough. That's not what I'm saying. But they just didn't have a good game. And as a great team, you don't have that. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm going back to I'm saying I just don't think we're there yet. And I'm not trying to be overly optimistic, but at the end of the day, that's just the bottom truth. I think that's just the fact. That's just what it is. This team been building for 3 years. And to your point, we went out there and we whooped on Michigan. But also, I think Notre Dame right now is in a way better area than Michigan is. You know what I mean?
They probably are from I would say at least from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah,
Um,
Marcus Freeman, man, I will run through a wall. I mean, if I was a 5-star commit, I know where I'm going already. But Marcus
Absolutely,
Freeman, man, he makes you want to run through a brick wall whether you like him or not.
I agree. I agree with that. But I will say what you saw what Michigan did today to Washington, I just feel like the talent is there for them, and they could
Yeah,
possibly win out. Who knows? They may beat Ohio State again. That same
yeah,
coach from Michigan beat Ohio State last year. So it's like sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it don't. But at the end of the day, um, it took him. It took him. It may take some time. I mean, but we'll see how it goes. Somebody said hire
yeah.
Urban Meyer. Hey,
And I'm with you, Jay. We shouldn't be writing this team off. These boys, man, they play discipline today.
I'm
Isn't that
not
what we
writing them
wanted to
off.
see?
Hey, I'm
Isn't
not
that
writing.
didn't we want to see them play discipline? And they came out here and played discipline. Yeah, that D line wasn't there. Like I said, I don't think they're right there. But they were out there. They were holding it down. Like this game could have got ugly, but this team showed some heart. They played right. You know what I mean? And I think like schematically, defensively, I think we got to do better. I think we're not putting our defensive players in the best position. But I'm not trying to be overly optimistic, man. But we played some good football today, and we're gonna continue to play that the rest of the season. I think at worst we go 9-3. You know what I mean? Or at best we go 10-2. Whether we get a playoffs, that's a whole nother discussion. But this squad building with the squad we got coming in next year, man, I'm telling you, like we're gonna get there and we're gonna be there soon. You know what I mean?
I agree. I look 100% agree with that. But I appreciate you.
Of course, Jay. I appreciate you, man. Fight on, baby.
All right, fight on. Let me take this next call. Hey,
Grant, can you hear
USCTW.
me?
Hey, I hear you. What's up, fam?
What up, man? Shit, man, that was a tough loss right there.
Man, it was tough, man. But hey, at the end of the day, we got to go back to the drawing board, man.
Yeah,
For
we
those who
had
just come,
plenty. We had plenty times to put it away and stuff. We lost on defense and on the offensive side, man. We can't put that on nothing. We can't blame the refs. Yeah, it was some messed up calls, but hey, man, we had plenty times and chances to put it away, man. We put the ball a few times. Defense, we couldn't stop Love. Price was making the price right. They need to throw him on the show or whatever. Hey, we lost fair and square, man. It is what it is. We just got to get back in the lab and
absolutely.
go to work. That's just what it is. Because you got to be able to go on these long road trips and embarrass these teams, man. And it take
And
a lot to do that.
And that's what it boils down to, man. I don't know how long you've been on, but
I don't care if
I,
it's raining, snowing. It don't
yeah,
matter. We got to
that,
get cracking.
yeah. Hey, at the end of the day, I felt like we were out coached. I felt like League and Rally out thought himself, especially with the trick plays. And we just got dominated. I mean, it's simple as that. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I was hoping to see some big time plays from King Miller or B Jack. You know what I'm saying? But
Man,
it
we
just didn't
couldn't,
go
we
our
couldn't,
way
no, we
tonight.
couldn't get no. There was honestly, bro. There was no there was no there was no open lanes, bro, at all for to
Nah,
run. They tried to run it, but it was no open lane.
nah.
So it
And
is
then
what
we
it
got
is.
to think about it, man. They season was on the line, and they at home. Come on, man.
Yeah,
It's just we got to get better with coaching. I'm not saying our coaches ain't doing their job. They is, but we gotta do better as coaches as preparing our players, man. Getting them, it's a mentality, man. I was watching Marcus Freeman, like you know how they show like commercials before the game and stuff. All
right,
he
right.
kept talking about was killing, dominating. Like I'm like, man, where ours with Lincoln Riley, man? Like, what's up, man? What's going on, man? What's the mentality? Shoot, because this dude
Man,
over here talking about killing and dominating this coach. I'm like, man, I'm liking what Marcus is saying, but it just ain't my team.
that I wasn't in the locker room. I don't know what he was saying, but if you look at the way we were getting dominated and some of the play calling, um, hey, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I
hey,
don't
we'll
know.
see how it go, man. I'm gonna get up off of here, but hey, we just gonna see how it go throughout the season. I'm not expecting to make the playoffs because it based off on a couple things that happened, but I ain't gonna doubt us. I ain't gonna knock us. That's something I learned from you. I ain't gonna doubt us or knock us down. I'm gonna still have hope, but it ain't the expectation ain't gonna be all the way up there.
No, we'll see how it go. I don't think at the end of the day, this college football season as a whole, you see a lot of people taking L's, and you see a lot of people unexpectedly taking L's, and this
Oh
thing
yeah,
is
Miami just took an L. It was a
it's
couple teams. Texas Tech just took an L. You
yeah,
know, it
yeah.
ain't over.
No, it ain't over at all, man. I'm still gonna rock with the Trojans and ride with the Trojans all day long.
Yeah, we like in the third quarter right now of the season. In the beginning of the third quarter of the season right now.
Yep, yep. So I appreciate you, fam. I'm out of here, man. I got to get myself up for tomorrow morning.
All right, go ahead, man. You have a good one.
Hey, fight on. Hey, so look, family, I'm out of here, man. Until later on, listen, me and Jay Walk, we will come do a breakdown. It's it's gonna be a breakdown, pretty much run left, run right. That type of deal. But it is what it is. We gonna talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and we gonna talk about it. So look, I'm out of here. Until later on, listen, everybody, stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.